Want to learn some Favonia's blade work?
Hadi açayım. Şu amele tanrının da işlerini yapmak hiç içimden gelmiyor ama işte.
All right then. I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right.
İnsan bir şey falan verir. Zelda gibi işte. Tam yani gibi değil. Zelda bundan almış da. Bu Zelda'dan almış. Böyle tanrı mı olur ya? 5 yaşında çocuk. Bence bize iteliyorlar onu. Yalan söylüyor. Artık stamina'ya dikkat etmeye başladım bu arada. Hayatımda gördüğüm en ezik tanrılardan bir tanesi olabilir bu arada. Tabii canım. O da doğru. Bakalım ama ya.
Traveler, fancy meeting you here. Tone deaf bird. I'm here because. Come now, that's no for this dangerous.
Aslında şey vermeleri lazım.
Looks like sadly at least.
Normal ama.
Perhaps it's because she. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
Ben senin yerinde olsam ikinci bir iş, yani ikinci bir şeyden para kazanmaya çalışırım. İş anlamında. Şizofrenik başlıyoruz. İşte o birazcık problem olabiliyor. Ben işten çıkmıştım yazılımı öğrenmek için. Yani. Ben gece çalışıyordum, zor oluyordu. Boş ver ya, uyuma. Ben de bugün 6 saat falan uyudum. Uyumayı söksek var ya hayatımızdan süper olacak, biliyorsun değil mi? Keşke öyle bir şey özellik olsa. Şizofreniye başlıyoruz.
Mr. Floaty is my Flora. What's wrong with friends with a because
Paso Space'e basıyorum bak.
His name was Stanley. Stanley's and you can tell he's in the city. That sounds like a
Geçsin diye.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Yani. Oha.
What say you we postpone our conversation with Paimon is a favorite.
Şunun ne olduğunu çok merak ediyorum. Gerçekten Paymon'un ne olduğunu çok merak ediyorum. Yalan. Yani şu kadar efora bir halt çıkmasa biraz uyuz olabilir. İşte adultların olunca şizofreni oluyor. Aha Diluk. Seninki burada. Aha. Bak Diluk burada işte. Bak kırmızı kafalı. Ha. Olabilir ya. Sağlık olsun.
suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends. Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder. So people let's... How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Gerçekten yani insanların şizofrenileriyle de uğraşmak.
Somehow Carmen finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
Bir tık şizofrenin peşinde koşuyormuşum gibi bir his var içinde ama da bakalım.
More speed.
Aha, Jean'e benziyor.
Is Master Jean Ellen's so she's so determined to become a knight? Are you? You bet. So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
Yani.
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Ne diyeceksin ki arkadaş artık ya?
Thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training? How can I smash all these training dummies?
Ya bir dakika.
So
Ha.
that's how to do it. I'm impressed.
Hiç sevmiyorum.
It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
Ya bende alışkanlık oldu ya bir tık.
I for one think you're quite the pro at this already.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash all the training dummies in Mondstadt.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. But I'm so sore from training. I can hardly move. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's gone adventuring at the Temple of the Lion with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day?
Görüş dediğin olay ne? Şeyle alakalı mı? Bir izlenim mi? Denetlediğine dair bir şey mi? Ben anlamıyorum. O yüzden soruyorum. Ya da ne bileyim bir şey test ediyorsun karşılığında mı oluyor? Bu rankı ne zaman düşürsem ben ya? Neyse 4'ün üzerine çıkmasın da yeter.
More speed.
Bunu söyleyince sen biraz bunu söyleyince biraz garip oldu biliyorsun değil mi? Kimin nereden ne şekilde elektrik alacağını. Ben demiyorum, sen yazmışsın mı? Millet elektriği.
The Temple of the Lion?
O
We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the storm terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time. Looks like we can't go further. Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
Oha çok iyiymiş. Ya böyle tırmansak daha mantıklı olmaz mı? Olmaz tabii ki.
Here we go.
Daha iyiymiş. Ne bileyim çok tuhaf bir karakter ha bu. Hiç böyle saldırı skill'i falan yok doğru düzgün.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Ama bayağı hızlı karakter. Baksana pat pat pat pat pat. Bak bunu açarsam. Ultisinin özelliği ne?
Brace yourself.
Ben rüzgar tanrısı olacağım var ya. Ha. Ben de öyle bir anlatıyorum ki. Baksana 500 vuruyor ya.
Here we go.
Aa Ace güzel vuruyormuş ya. Oha Ace'i bayağı iyiymiş ha.
Think you can get away?
Bu ne lan? O nasıl ulti öyle?
Hey, are those guys?
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Everybody stand back. Time for takeoff.
I condemn you. Vengeance will
Bu nasıl bir şey öyle? Tekte öttürüyor ha.
beg for
Hiç şey değilmiş yani, ben lafımı geri alıyorum. Erken konuşmuşum. Buna var ya,
more speed.
buna var ya gerçekten güçlü bir bow'la ya bunun karşısında duramazsın bu arada.
To be fair, so
5 yıldızlı bir bow'la bunun karşısında duramazsın.
actually, Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be.
Oh, I.
Well then, how would
Bak
everyone like
samimi söylüyorum.
to head back or head further inside?
In which case,
Okay,
so I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure story. Am I right?
no, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Çok güçlü bu arada.
I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mangiavari.
Aa yanlış yerde açmışım.
Stop name dropping yourself every time you open your mouth.
It's true though. Stanley is the most
Yani-
amazing guy.
Şeyi Bennett'e karşı ya da liseye karşı değiştirebilirim ya da şey.
Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Yani bu DPS olmamış haliyle buysa
Silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Medjugorje. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So did he make it?
çok iyi bu arada.
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on
How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
Uçacaksın oğlum. Ya uçacaksın ya öleceksin. Yapacak bir şey yok. Genç adam.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's
Yeah.
Yani
Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions. Like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that?
baksana abi.
Is that why Stanley thinks the Merjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Abi gene basamadım. Beğendim.
Beg for mercy.
Beğenmez olur muyum ya? Sadece nasıl bir komplo kullanmam gerektiğini düşünüyorum.
I believe I've made a small Could I ask you to use the Nernama detect?
Yani biraz zamanımı aldı ama yani zor. Yani o şey çok kötü. Mesela birden dörde dönmek falan çok zorluyor beni.
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Yani o birazcık uğraştırıyor. Onun dışında güzel.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still?
What is it?
A few days ago, the weapons he took on it. I don't. Since you guys are the experts at this, you bet if I can just right now. So I can't bring my.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him at Venti.
Oh, one other thing.
Dada Upa Gorge, was it?
Okumadım. Daha dikkat etmedim ya. Birazcık geç gördüm çünkü yazdım. Yani daha doğrusu geç dikkat ettim. Ölen bir abisine mi öyle bir şey galiba. Birine benzetiyormuş onu. Birazcık patır kütür geçtim bunda ama. Oo, çok ters. Şöyle yapacağız. Dur okuyayım onu ya. Şeyin kendi hikayesi olmadığı için çok dikkat etmedim açıkçası. Dur ona dikkat edeyim. Benden hakikaten büyük bir katil olurmuş ya. Hop. Burayı da.
More speed. Crush.
Aa ölmedin mi sen? Ölmemişsin. Bunlar ama. Ya bunlar.
Beg for mercy.
Ya bir de ayağa kalkmasını mı bekleyeyim yani? Adaletli olsun falan.
More speed.
Ha, hiç
Flood of frost.
direkt ölün abi. Hiç uğraşmayacağım. Aa ölmedi. Tek atamadım. Gerçi düz vuruşlarım çok fazlaydı benim. Baksana 3800 falan vuruyor. Nerede var? Tamam. Yok bu değil. Bu şey. Şu mu? Yok. Bu da değil. Bir bakalım bakalım. Zaten bir bu kaldı galiba. Başka bir seçenek.
Let the show be.
Ha buldum.
Hey, that bunch of villagers. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshiping them?
Seems so. That must be the sword of brilliant valor, surely.
Shudder. Crush. More speed.
Excalibur ya.
Lo and behold.
Are you sure? Looks good. Why would Hilly
Seems some.
This isn't
If you saw one in is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the sword of brilliant valor.
So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield. Let's scout around. It's definitely in Darupa Gorge, so... huh?
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
What? Where? I want to...
Maybe another time.
Bir de kalkanı bulacağız. Acaba niye sapık gibi peşimizde? Ben onu tam çözemedim. Surprise! Şeyi nasıl ayarlayabilirim bu arada? Şeyleri mi arttırmam lazım? Bu Barbara'nın verdiği can miktarını. Çünkü çok az can veriyor da. Ne bu? Ha, şey.
Lo and behold, the sheep...
Liar, look! A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached.
There's also wine stains on it.
Ha.
And yet, my bard's intuition, warriors wear their
Benim
battle
Barbara'da
surely though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end. Till they
anladım.
have no blood left to bleed. Such
You do have a point. Shiny new shields. Okay then. Well,
Bir de level'ı da çok düşük bu arada. 40 level falan benim şey.
excuse me, Mr. Hillychurl? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you picked up some Hillychurl. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work
İşte.
after all. Oh no.
Ya bunu niye öldürüp alamıyorum ben? Ha şu ya.
Freeze to the core.
Abi rica ediyorum falan. Hiç bana göre değil. Yani şu an içimdeki üzüntüyü şu an
Hey, he dropped the shield in magnificent honor.
içimdeki üzüntüyü dile getiremiyorum.
So much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Mom dad.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh?
Bu da işte koruyor arkadan işte köfte.
Out for a stroll too?
Oh, that's right. An after dinner stroll to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You've fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance.
Acaba
Memory, too.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilichurros. I'll get back to my, stroll now. Goodbye.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
işi gücü boş işler ya bunun. Dur bakalım. Nereye gidiyoruz? Ben 8 ediyorum şöyle. Edemiyoruz. Tamam. Ben gerçekten şu Paimon'un ne olduğunu çok merak ediyorum ya. Yani neci? Ha, yanlış bastım. Yani emergency. Ne olmuş abi?
Stan, tell me what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one that died in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Bak benim düşündüğüm gibi ya. Koruyor.
But now, that'll never happen because your life was cut short. And all because of a worthless tag-along.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Bak dediğin gibi.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now, are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted.
Ya uçan bir şey var yanında. Fark etmemek aptallık zaten.
Go away. Save your questions. And just leave me in peace.
But
Leave now.
Yo yo biliyorum anladım ya.
You again.
Hikayeyi yakaladım.
Venti and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful. So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Teyvat?
Tahmin ettim ya.
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Üzücü ya. Gerçekten üzücü.
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack. Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. Just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're not a total fraud.
O kadar ha. Hadi bakalım.
Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories, experiences. What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
Kötü ya.
Too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mertavari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
Aa.
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration.
Çok
And by
iyiymiş yalnız.
celebration, I do of course mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Usual place yalnız.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be?
Bizim orada buluşalım. Bu da bir tık uğraştıracak beni ya. Hep bir yukarılara çıkıyoruz. Buradan kısa yoldan tertemiz. Arkadaş sana temiz de biz buraya çıkana kadar. Ya. Ya sorma. Sen uçabiliyorsun da biz uçamıyoruz işte, öyle bir sıkıntı var. Düşersem uğraşırım burada ha. Mini kuş ya.
Made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet.
Oha.
It was about 2,600 years ago. before
2600.
The world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off
2600.
the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers. Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind. A gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better. Or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yup. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend.
Vay.
In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light.
Çok güzelmiş.
But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn. For the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar. Were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon.
Vay.
Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down. And since then never has another worn its crown.
Hakikaten bir tık şey. Eskiden
So then
neyse.
what? What happened to your friend?
Öldü işte.
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course. The suspense is killing, Paimon. Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you.
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away.
Çok güzel bir hikayesi
Bird in the
var.
sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Gerçekten çok güzel bir hikaye yapmışlar. Ben beğendim, yalan yok.